graduation work opportunities. Countries like the USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand offer great pathways to stay and work after your studies. Opt for specialized in-demand fields like technology, healthcare, and sustainable energy. These sectors offer high growth potential and job securities. Choose accredited institutions with strong reputations. Employers value graduates from top universities known for their quality education. Finally, look for programs with industry connections and internship opportunities. Real-world experience and networking can lead directly to job offers. Make smart choices for your future. Contact us for more insights.
Hello, international students. Moving to a new country for your studies can be exciting, but it's important to adapt smoothly to your new environment. So here are 5 essential tips to help you settle in and thrive. 1. Understand your academic environment. Try to familiarize yourself with your course requirements, timetable, and academic resources, and also connect with professors and academic advisors early on, as they can provide valuable support and guidance. 2. Get familiar with local transportation. Whether it's buses, trains, or bikes, knowing your way around can save you time and money. Check out student discounts and apps that can help you navigate. 3. Engage in cultural activities. Join student organizations and cultural events to meet new people and understand local customs. Participating in community activities will help you feel more at home and enhance your social experience. 4. Learn basic daily life skills. Know where to find essential services like grocery stores, banks, and healthcare facilities. Learning these basics will ease your daily life and help you navigate your new surroundings confidently. And finally, stay open-minded and flexible. Remember, adapting to a new culture is a journey. Follow these tips and you'll be well on your way to a successful and enjoyable study abroad experience. Good luck. Enjoy your journey.
Hi there, my name is Richard Obiansumi. I'm the CEO of Astolins International, a company that started as an amalgamated club on campus 16 years ago. Today has its presence in Kumasi, Accra, Takoradi, and United Kingdom. And what we basically do is that we provide advice on overseas education. If you want to study in any part of the world, Astolins can support you, being in Australia, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Ireland, USA, or any part of the world. We do not just place our student. What we do is to first get to know who you are, looking at your profile, your age, your qualification, work experience. Hello everyone, good afternoon. I hope you are keeping well today. It's been a fantastic, wonderful time with you. What I encourage you to do, our guests, please, you can mute your microphone and make sure your camera is off, and then we will invite you. Ajua from New Zealand has also joined. So Enoch, can you please check all the guest speakers we have around the world, our students who will be happy to talk to our wonderful guest today. So we have Ajua from New Zealand, Eric from Canada, Floria in Ireland, Mavis and Stephanie in Sweden and Germany. And we have Rexford from the UK and many parts of the world. The rest are there. So I said, when they do join, please feel free to let them know. So Ajua, on the platform, let us know Adwoa in New Zealand. I know it is 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. in New Zealand on Friday. We thank you for joining. And all our beautiful, wonderful guests, you chose to do this to support us. We really appreciate you. Floria in Ireland, you have joined. You are already a guest. Redeemer from France, well done. Thank you. And Stephanie. And all of you, please let us know so that Enoch can assign you to join online. So Enoch, please kindly contact Adwoa. Adwoa has joined from New Zealand. Right, our wonderful followers, friends, and loved ones, beautiful people, we thank you for making it possible to join our info session this wonderful afternoon. Today, I promise that I'm going to make it very simple. We are going to discuss about this, and then our guest speakers who are students already studying in the countries you wish to study will be here to talk to you to make a decision. And we've got students from different parts of the world. They're all going to tell you their experiences. And at the end of the day, you can take a decision in 2026 so that you can decide where you want to study. All the countries that we have are very unique countries, and it is up to you to make a decision. And we at Astolens, we are going to help you. My name is Richard Obiansumi. I founded this organization 20 years ago. So 20th January 2006 was when Astolens was established, and we celebrated our 20 years the last 2 weeks. Last week Tuesday was when we were 20 years, and within these 20 years, by the grace of God, thousands of students have traveled through us to study around the world. And the beauty is that so many of our students have become citizens and permanent resident, work permit holders of different countries. And that is why we continue to do this. We are not doing this because we just want to make money. We are doing this because we love what we do genuinely, and it is our interest that we help international students to have a great future. I had the opportunity to also study in UK. I'm from one of the poorest homes in Ghana. By the grace of God, international education has changed every aspect of my life, and I'm grateful to God, my peace and cocoa farmer who supported me, and my peace and cocoa farmer father. My father is a cocoa farmer who supported me, and my mother who supported me, and so they need to continue to contribute in my well-being, and they invested in me, and I had an opportunity to travel to UK when I was 19 years to study and for working permits. And then when I graduated from university in Ghana, I had the opportunity to travel there to work, to study, and today I founded this beautiful organization. So I am here to tell you that I am not speaking because of information I've got online. I am speaking because I am also a beneficiary, and I've gone through all the things that you have gone through before, and that is why I'm sharing this with you. International education is good, and people who have benefited from it, I'm sure, will be able to talk to you. Right, so we're going to look into this, and I'll talk about a bit of it, and then these wonderful people will be here. So Adwoa Kumi-Korsah is here, and we have Jason from Ireland also. Please let the panel know the name you are using online, and based on that, they can make you a panelist so that you can talk when we call you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. So Enoch, engage them one-on-one and let them know how they can join as a panelist. If they have joined Norma, then we can give them the opportunity to be a panelist. We have muted almost everybody's microphone, and just for us to have sanity to be able to talk to you. So you can see our wonderful guests. We have Stephanie Osua in Germany, Berlin School of Business and Innovation. We have Mavis in the University of Skövde in Sweden. We are happy to have Jason Anthony Mensah from Griffith College in Ireland. Adwoa Kumi-Korsah from South Institute of Technology in Invercargill in New Zealand. She's a graduate already, and she's going to talk to you about it. We have Redeemer Boame from Collège de Paris and also live in France. She graduated Rexford Aduboahim, University of Liverpool in the UK, graduate. Eric Aduyeboah passed through us. Eric happens to be my first student I sent to Canada. He's a registered nurse in Canada and went to Sheridan College and University of Trent, and currently lives in Winnipeg. And so many of them, they are here to talk to him. We have Florianta, also a registered midwife from Ghana, and currently pursuing MSc midwifery at the prestigious University College of Cork in Ireland, Republic of Ireland. So all these wonderful people are here to talk to you, and I'm sure their insight will be very relevant. What you must know before studying abroad. What you must know before studying abroad. I mean, I think this is very incredible. And we are going to, I decided not to talk about this, to type anything there, but just to share and interact with you. What you must do before studying abroad. I want everybody to know that if you want to study in any country, you don't just wake up to say you are going to study abroad. There are so many things you need to know. The first thing you have to know is, one, the safety of the country you are going to study. The safety. How safe is the place you're going to study? It's very, very important. How safe the country you are going to study? You must find out, because there are some war-torn countries, crime rates, some countries with high crime rates, some countries where they are not tolerant, and as international students with the Black African color of skin, they may not tolerate you. Recently, we heard of a Ghanaian student passed in one of the European countries. So as international student, you don't just get up and say you're going to any country. You have to consider how safe the country is. Apart from how safe, the safety and security, you have to look at the costs. The cost. Would you be able to afford the tuition fees and living expenses in the country? It's very, very important. Number 3 point you need to be able to consider is that during your studies as a student, during and after your, would you be allowed to work in the country to support yourself? If you are not on scholarship, would you be able to work during your studies? And after your studies, would you be given some work permit to stay in the country to look for a job opportunity? These are very important things that you need to make sure you consider. So study and post-study opportunities. There are countries when you are studying, you are not allowed to work. And as soon as you are a student, you cannot work. Some of the countries, to the moment you finish, they cannot give you work permit to stay in the country. They tell you to leave the country. The question is that, do you want to study in such a country? The medium of instruction, in terms of language, are you sure you're okay with the language? And then the course we're going to study, are you sure of the course, the value of the course to your future career and educational goals? All these are very important things that if you're going to study abroad, you must take very critical care of and pay attention to this so that you don't waste money and your time to go and study a course, and at the end of the day, you find yourself in trouble. We want you to study in a country. When you finish, at least during your studies, you can work to support yourself. After your studies, the system will allow you to get work permit to stay there. 1 or 2 years is enough. And then through that, you can also get opportunity to make additional money so that you can cover the return on investment you have made in the country. Get up and then make a decision that you're going to study. Now we have what we call pitfalls to avoid in studying abroad. Pitfalls to avoid. If you are going to study abroad now, what are the things you must avoid? A lot of agencies are on the system. They will tell you, we can help you to do this. Avoid using fake or altered documents, fake academic document. In ASTOLinks, if you come to us and you don't have an academic requirement and you still want to travel, there is a process to follow for you. Maybe you can go with your husband. Maybe you don't have a degree or HND or diploma, but you can go with your husband. You can go with your wife. Why do you go and fake a document? Maybe you don't have money in your bank account as a bank to prove your bank statement. Why do you fake it? When you can even go for a loan and keep the money in your bank account, you don't need to go and fake it. You cannot just go and sit somewhere and create a bank statement when you know there's no money in the account. The account doesn't even exist. If you do some of these things, you refuse and ban. So many people have applied for ban because of fake money. They able to do your immigration or travel history. Let's say that you have applied for a visa before and you didn't get it. it does not mean that your future visa, you won't get it. So be honest and tell in your next application that, yes, I've applied for US visa before, I've applied for Canada visa, I've applied for Australia before, I didn't get it. And this time you're applying to go to, you're applying again. So don't lie about your previous travel and your immigration history, no matter how worse your previous travel and immigration history. The only condition is if you have been banned in a country, then you need to speak to your advisor, your agent, to know, so that they will know how to explain and advise you. For example, if UK, New Zealand, Ireland, Australia, Canada, if you do a fraudulent document in these countries, they will ban you and you cannot travel to. If Australia banned you, it is difficult to get visa to go to other countries. If New Zealand or Ireland banned you, so you need to speak to a good agent like Astoleng, then we will look at the situation. Let me also take the opportunity to say that if you are listening to me, you have applied for a visa to an agent. The agent doesn't want you to know why you were refused, or the agent has delayed. You have applied for a visa over 1 year. The agent is not telling you why you were, if there's a decision or not. You don't know it. We at Astolens, no matter what, once we know your name and your date of birth, we can go back and request your immigration history from the country, immigration authorities, and then be able to advise you. So all those of you here who have applied for a visa to go to, say, Canada, whatever, at the end of the day, it's been 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. The agent is telling you that there's no decision and you don't know what to do. It means that probably they provided a misleading document, your application has been refused, and the agent doesn't want you to know, so that he or she will be liable. Based on that, they are hiding the document. Just come to Astolens and we'll be happy to provide you information. Then provide accurate financial statement and proof of funds. Do you have the money to pay for your tuition fees? You cannot go to Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Ireland, the rest of the countries, or France or Germany. If you do not have proof of funds, you cannot study them. Let me use the Schengen countries, Germany, France, Sweden, and the rest of the world. These wonderful countries, if you have one of them refused you a visa and banned you, I'm telling you, you cannot visit any of the 29 countries. That is why you need to be very careful. If Germany banned you, you cannot go to Switzerland, you cannot go to France, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Italy, Belgium, all the 29 Schengen countries. I'm afraid to tell you, you cannot also go there. So be careful that no agent mislead you to provide a misleading document. Ensure all forms are filled truthfully and completely. Then avoid applying to schools or programs you do not genuinely intend to study. Don't go to school. Some of you choose to, like, oh, this is school A, the tuition fees. Some people just look at the amount of money they want to pay in advance. Sometimes the fee is 20,000 pounds or euros. You're only paying 2,000 pounds. The question is, how are you going to pay the rest of the money? You cannot work as an international student and pay 20,000 pounds in UK in a year. It will be difficult for you. So you don't have to just don't choose any school. Choose a school you can afford their fees. Choose a course you can pursue. Some people choose courses that they have no idea the course is so difficult for them. Maybe you are not good in mathematics. You have chosen a course like actuarial science, statistics. You are going to struggle and you may end up losing and you fail and the university will withdraw you. All your effort, once the university withdraw you, the implication is that they'll inform the immigration authorities, they will cancel your visa. Your money is gone. You've wasted your time. Now let's look at the benefit of studying abroad. Some of our people here are citizens of Canada. They have joined. Some people are citizens of Canada, citizens of New Zealand, citizens of Ireland, France, and many parts of the world. Even though they are Ghanaians, through international education, they have become citizens and permanent resident holders of other countries. When they are talking, so for example, if you are in Ghana, you choose to study in Canada, Australia, or any of the beautiful countries, Sweden, Germany, and the rest. When you finish and you go through a process, you can become a German, even though through education, you can do that. And imagine if you have a German passport, it goes to more than 190 countries around the world. Canada, if you look at all the countries we have here, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Ireland, France, Sweden, Ireland, USA, all these countries, if they are coming to Ghana, they don't normally need a visa to come to Ghana. Even if they need a visa, they can require get a visa on arrival in Ghana. But what about you from Ghana? If you are to go to Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, France, New Zealand, you are going to struggle to go there. It's not easy. Another important fact is higher earning opportunities, better income. I mean, if you're a nurse in Canada or Ireland, Australia, any of the countries we've mentioned, just speak how much. So opportunities that once you study and you get a job, a professional job, you can easily make higher income than if you're in Ghana. Somebody put a statement that a cleaner in New Zealand, as somebody who doesn't have any qualification in New Zealand, it is easier for such person to even build a house in Ghana than as somebody who is a professional teacher or a nurse. So that is something you should know. Now, we even thank God that our city has appreciated, and then the inflation is low in Ghana at the moment. But you know what happened in the previous years. So, I mean, study abroad gives you the opportunity to earn higher income, improve living standard. I mean, in terms of mortality rate, all the countries you are talking about, their mortality rate is lower than Ghana. It's easier to die in Ghana than most part of the world. Look at what happens in Accra to Kumasi Road. Africa is the only country now in the world where major cities like Accra to Kumasi, we don't have a double road and we use a single lane, and people are dying through a head-on collision. People are dying through dust. People are dying through all kinds of things. So people living in the Western world, if they take good care of themselves well, and we do take ourselves well, their chance of living longer is higher than us. Exposure, global exposure network. You meet people from different parts of the world, an opportunity to see things ordinarily you will not know in Ghana. Okay? That is something we cannot underrate, opportunity to study abroad. You can work legally through part-time during your studies. A lot of them are going to talk to you about it. During your studies, you can work part-time to support yourself. Eric said he can't hear me. Please work on your microphone. Anyone who cannot hear, please work on your microphone. Thank you. Post-study work permit. Once you are studying in these countries, all the countries you are promoting, you have opportunity to get work permit during your studies, and after your study, they give you work permit up to 4 or 5 years, depending on the country you are going to study and the course you are going to study. If you are doing a diploma, some of the countries you can get work permit. Degree, you can get work permit. Masters, you can get work permit. PhD, you can get work permit. Opportunity to migrate with your spouse and your children. So depending on the country we are going to promote and the course you are going to study, do you know that your family, if you are married, your spouse and your children can join you during your studies, and this is beautiful. Free or subsidized education for children. Some of these countries we have here, if your children join you during your studies, they can also have free access to healthcare and education. And beside that, you study in a country with fantastic global reputation in teaching and research. And you can see, if you look at Germany, Germany is a powerhouse in Europe. The biggest economy in Europe is Germany. We have Sweden, one of the stable democracies in the world, fantastic countries in the world. Ireland is the only English-speaking country within the European Union, the headquarters of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Guinness, Google. I've been privileged to visit Ireland, almost all the countries here, and you can talk about Ireland, fantastic. Adjo Kumiko will talk to you about New Zealand, fantastic country in Asia Pacific, and this is a country with great opportunities, great resources, very small country, but very powerful than Ghana. Less than 7 million people, but powerful than Ghana. Why? Because of the economy, because of the per capita income. We have Redeemer is in France. France is the third largest economy in Europe, and it's a powerhouse. France is top of the G8 countries in the world. So you talk about Germany. Here we have France. France is a top country in the world, and it is a global decider on issues. Rexford Edubuashin went to University of Liverpool, which is in the UK. UK is the sixth largest economy in the world, and I think the second economy in Europe. That is it. And we have Eric Eduyeboa in Canada, almighty Canada, the second largest country in the world, with fantastic opportunities for international students. Eric will talk to you about this. Then we have another person we'll be talking to about Australia. And Australia is one of the great countries in the world. I think the fourth or fifth largest country in the world, with fantastic opportunities. As students, by the grace of God, we have had students studying in all these beautiful countries, and today they are going to talk to you. Who is eligible to study abroad? Before I come back to my panelists, who is eligible to study abroad? This Zoom meeting is for who and who? Who is eligible to study abroad? Dumso has caught us, but unfortunately we have access to UPS is working. Who is eligible to study abroad? Senior high school graduates. So today we are here for senior high school graduates. So if you're a senior SHS graduate, you're eligible. We have Eric said that he can barely hear me, but please work on your microphone. We have, if you have diploma in education, diploma in health, like you're a teacher with a 3-year diploma, a nurse or a midwife with a 3-year diploma, we have option for you. If you have HND, we have something for you today. We also have degree holders. Anybody who has a degree, no matter the class you have, we can help you to find admission to one of our partner schools around the world. So degree holders. Then if you have a master's degree and you want to go for PhD, master's by research or master's by coursework or a PhD, we are happy to tell you that we also have opportunity for you. So before I continue my presentation, I'll come back to our wonderful guest today. And as I said, it's an interaction session, and they are going to talk to us about their experience in dealing with, in studying abroad. So I'll go according to who is on the flyer. And the first person I want to give the opportunity to is Stephanie. So guys, what we are going to do is that when we open the floor for you, what you need to do is you tell them your name, which part of Ghana were you, maybe which secondary school did you attend, the university you attended, which part of Ghana, maybe where were you working, and which school are you in? If you are a graduate, you are a graduate, which school did you study abroad? What are you doing? Why do you think study abroad is important? Your personal experience, why your experience with Astolinks, and your final word you share with these wonderful people. So, folks, let's begin with our wonderful sister, Stephanie. What you need to do is unmute yourself and then put on your camera and you can be able to talk. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Hello.
Yes, Stephanie, we can hear you clearly.
Am I audible, please?
So, Stephanie, go ahead and be able to talk to us.
All right, sure. So my name is Stephanie Uswankoma. I was born in Ghana, Obuasi to be precise. I attended Holy Preparatory School for my early days, and then after graduation, I went to my school in London. After junior secondary school, and then after my medical degree, I'm currently in Germany studying Masters in International Health Management and Berlin School of Business and Innovation, BSBI for short. So in Ghana, after my medical assistant Kumasi, and I actually wanted to leave Ghana again because I felt Ghana wasn't for me. Then I met Astolinks, but before that, I had actually used Astolinks services to prepare for IELTS, and I met the likes of my dad and others. who helped me to like get the first score in my IELTS. So they introduced me to Jeff, and Jeff was so helpful. He helped me in getting the advice I could get for my questions.
I think, Stephanie, I'll come back to you. Your internet is not really helping you. So if you can position yourself well, Stephanie, your
Yeah.
internet. Yeah, so
Sorry,
let me
hello.
come back to you. Let me come back to you because of our time. So position yourself well, and then I come back if you don't mind. Thank you so much. So we move on to Mavis in Sweden. Mavis, how are you today?
Hi, I'm good. How is everyone also doing?
We are good here, Mavis. The wonderful people here are listening to you.
Okay, so my name is Mavis. A little background about me. I completed Archbishop Porter Girls and continued my education to the University of Education in Winneba. And currently I'm in University of Skövde in Sweden. I'm studying business development and marketing. It's a 1-year program. And I was able to do this through the help of Astolinks, specifically through Jefta, who was very helpful to me. Hello, please, can you hear me?
Flow.
Hello.
Go ahead and talk. We can hear you.
Okay, so I would like to share my experiences. Considering education here in Sweden, that's in or Europe in general, I think it opens you to a whole new set of opportunities, because here in Sweden, as an international master student, you get the chance to go for exchange programs. Currently, we are having exchange programs in Paris, Norway, and the Netherlands. You get to meet new people, you get to attend postgraduate business conferences and all that. So you get to, like, it opens you up to a lot of people and opportunities. And then you also have other learning experiences aside the ones that you have in Sweden. Again, after studying in Sweden, you get to enjoy a 1-year postgraduate work permit. That's it. Let me calm down a bit. They are going to give you a whole year to search for a job or open a business according to the program I'm doing. I'm doing business development and marketing. So with a program like this, you are qualified to open up your own business in Sweden when you are done with your education, if you don't want to work for someone. And of course, the government is going to support you on this. So if you don't want to open your business and you get employed, you can then apply for your work permit and stay here. One advantage of studying in Sweden is that you have access to healthcare. If you have kids and you bring your kids and husband along, once you are getting integrated, they also have access to, your kid goes to school for free, and your husband also gets to work or do whatever. And they are really nice people here, and they really consider international students, because if you are international students here, you get a lot of things for free. You get a lot of discounts on everything that you are doing. And also, you can travel to any of the 29 Schengen countries with your student residence permit from Sweden. I have gotten the opportunity to travel to Amsterdam. I've gotten the opportunity to travel to Germany, and other places. Wherever you want to go, you just pick a train and go. So basically, yeah, about Sweden. Sweden is a good place to be. They are sociable. Most of the people understand English. As I said earlier, you have many benefits as an international student. I am in language school for free, and I'm there for free because I'm in international students. And I have free healthcare and other personal benefits I don't want to mention. So I would like to use this opportunity to thank Astolinks, especially Jeff. Jeff was so patient with me. I was always giving him pressure. We started the application very early. So like before deadline, I'll be calling him weekly all the time, coming to the office. Sometimes I wouldn't even call him. I'll just be in the office and say, please, I want to see Jeff. Then when he comes, you see me. He said, but I told you this is not ready. This is not ready. So basically that's it. If there are any questions, I can answer. I will. So basically, and if there is any other thing too, kindly let me know. Hello.
Hello. So thank you, Mavis. You hide there, and we'll get back to you in our second engagement. Okay. So
Yeah.
Mavis is saying that Sweden even is not an English-speaking country. Majority of the people speak English, and she's able to interact with them. And as a result, she has traveled around the world. We'll come back to you in terms of part-time job and other things. There are things that are particular to students. How safe is the country? How good is the country in terms of job opportunities, paying your school fees? If Mavis talked about the fact that when she graduates from Sweden, she's able to get 1 year to get a job, or because of a course can also this is incredible. So maybe some about 7 people in Ireland. Maybe if you don't mind, you can mute your microphone. Thank you. Put your microphone off. Jason, you are in Ireland. What is your experience in Ireland so far?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
Jason.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's okay. It's
So
just that
introduce yourself and let's hear from you. Yes.
okay. I'm Jason Anthony Mensah. I went to Pope John. I'm studying in Griffith. And what else? Yes, I'm studying in Griffith College. MSc Procurement and Supply Chain Management. Any other?
What is your experience in Ireland in terms of people coming to study in Ireland? What is your experience? What are you telling wonderful people here? What's your experience so far? Is it a good place for people to study in terms of students looking out for their safety? Can they get part-time work? Can they get post-study work permit? Why did you go to Ireland? Why do you think Ireland is fantastic destination for you?
Well, it's one of the safest countries in the world. It's the top 5 safest countries in the world when it comes to safety. And the tuition here is quite very good. They go into detail quite more. Well, the weather is not too favorable because it rains every day. And the part-time, yes, you get a part-time job. I'm literally just from a part-time job, so I just go home. So it's a good place to study, actually. You not and when I was doing the application as well, Jeffrey Osei really helped me a lot to do the application. So yes, Ireland is a place to be, and they speak English, so it's quite one of the best places to be, apart from UK. And it's a bit, and they're part of Europe, so it's quite more cheaper than like studying in UK or US or even Canada.
Okay, thank you, Jason. So according to Jason, to him, it's quite competitive to study in Ireland to UK and many parts of Europe. Ireland is the headquarters of Guinness. The Guinness we drink, the alcoholic beverages from Guinness, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, HP, Dell, all have their regional headquarters in Ireland, making one of the fantastic countries in the world. So Jason, will come back to you. So we want to hear, please, like you arrived. So Ajua, we are coming to you. Ajua from New Zealand. Ajua is preparing to go to work. So she told me that she can be in camera. So she's dressing to go to work. So Ajua is telling us about her experience in New Zealand. Ajua, can you tell us, what's your name? Which part of Ghana were you living? Which secondary school did you go? When did you go to New Zealand? I know it's about 10 years. This morning I was chatting, it's about 10 years you went to New Zealand. Can you share your experience with wonderful people we've got here? Hello, Ajua. Ajua, are you there? Are you able to? Okay, can you please find out from Ajua and speak to her whilst I'll go back to somebody else. So we have Redeemer from France. Redeemer, I hope
Hello.
Ajua, are you
Hello?
okay?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead
Oh,
and talk.
yeah. So I am Adra Komikosa, and I lived in Cape Coast. I went to Ghana National College. So after high school, I did a few years in Central University. I did architecture in Central University, and that's when I got to know Astrolink through my dad, because I think 3 of my siblings had already traveled abroad through Astrolink. I had 2 sisters in Ukraine and a cousin in Canada through Astrolink. So I was the 4th. And yeah, I've been in New Zealand for 10 years through Astrolink. So I didn't come here through the degree, diploma, or master's route, because I hadn't finished my degree in Central University. I came through the SS certificate. So I started from scratch. I did my diploma and degree here. So what happens in New Zealand is, as at the time I came here, if you were studying, being a diploma degree, you'd have a 1-year post-study work visa. And so I did my diploma, which was 2 years. Degree in New Zealand is 3 years. So I did 2 years diploma, and I got my post-study work visa. And I went back to school to do my degree. And in between those times, they changed the immigration laws. So previously it was a 1-year post-study work visa, but now it's 3 years. So irrespective of your certification, when you're done with school, you get a 3-year post-study work visa. And so, yeah, and that's what happened. And yeah, throughout my duration, I have got my residency, and I just completed my master's through my residency route, because there are some universities here that gives like residents, permanent residents and citizens free, they call it zero fees here. So what happens is international students have a certain amount they pay, because they are international students, and that includes like your insurance and stuff. So if you're an international student and you happen to be sick and you have to go to hospital, the school covers your hospital bills, ambulance and stuff like that. As long as it's your health insurance, it covers that. So yeah, that's it.
In terms of part-time work as a student, do you think, were you getting part-time work to do as an international student? And if there's anybody from Ghana who want to come to New Zealand, what advice have you got for such people?
Oh yeah, so I think from a diploma certification to postgraduate certification, you get 20 hours a week. You get 20 hours a week, and you get to work full time when you're on holidays. So yeah, there are lots of jobs here that you can do as long as you're willing to do them. So if you're on holidays, you can work as many hours as you want. That's for when you're on holidays, and then you're between the diploma to postgraduate certification. But if you're coming to New Zealand as a master's to study masters as an international student, you get to work full time whilst you're studying. And the other good thing about it is you get to, if you're doing your masters and then you've got a family, you can come with your husband or your wife, and both of you can work full time. So you being the student, you get to do 40 hours. Well, how many hours you want to do, and your spouse can do as many hours as he or she wants to do, and your kids get to go to school too. That's for if you're a master's student. That's what I know. Well, I haven't been on a student visa in a while, so I don't know what's happening. I think immigration laws are changing every day. So, but yeah, I think now it's favoring international students. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Adwoa Kumiko-san, a product of Ghana National College and Central University to some extent, and went to an Institute of Technology in Invercargill in New Zealand. You can Google Invercargill, look at the map of New Zealand. You can find where Invercargill is. That's where we took her to go and study. And today she's telling you that she's a permanent resident of New Zealand. This is incredible. And she's saying to us that now it's easier, flexible. If you are listening to us, you're international looking for a place. And the beauty is, if you do diploma level 3, level 4, level 5, the beauty about New Zealand is that whatever you study in New Zealand, even if it is a degree and you do just 1 year, they will not, and you don't continue, they will not sack you. They will give you a certificate or a diploma level, say 3, 4. If you finish second year, they'll give you another diploma. If you finish, then you get your degree. So each stage, if you do a degree, if you finish the first year and you don't continue, they give you certificate. Second year, they'll give you diploma, and the 4th year you get a degree. It's not like in Ghana that if you go to Kane University or any of our universities, even if you do 3rd year fully and before 1 or 2 reasons you don't continue, they ask, you get nothing to go home. So that's the beauty about New Zealand. You can work part-time. You get up to 3-year post-study work permit. After your studies too, you get a 3-year post-study permit. And I said, and she has reiterated it, that as an international student, you are allowed to bring your dependent, if you are married, your wife and your husband or your children, to join you during your studies. Your kids have access to free healthcare and education. All these are free for you. You can enjoy it. What you want to know more about it, Adwoa can give you much information. And if you're a student going to New Zealand, I have about 5 students who have successfully gone to New Zealand and they have integrated into the system. All of them are happy to share with you, and she'll be able to talk to you. So Adwoa, thank you for joining us. Maybe if you are not gone, we'll come back to you finally. We have less than 20 minutes to finish the whole session. We are going to close at 5:20. Is it 5:20? So please bear with us. We'll come back to you and probably leave you to go to work. If you're also going to work, Chris. So So guys, let's make it Jeffy. We have Redeemer, also from Ghana, went to study in France. And I had a privilege to meet him personally after he had gone to France. I met him one-on-one. So Redeemer, please, I hope you are keeping well. Good
Yeah, I'm doing good.
afternoon.
Yeah, I'm doing
Tell
good.
us about you. That's his wonderful face there. Redeemer is there. So tell the people who want to know you. Yeah.
Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Redeemer, and I'm a very good friend to Astolink. I mean, everybody knows me well, and I'm currently in France. I think one fateful afternoon in the year 2018, I walked to the doors of Astolink, and they really helped me to process my study to France. I mean, it was a very good journey because first of all, I wanted to study in Canada, and finally, through means of rejections, Stolinka really helped me securing a place in France. I mean, that tells you how Stolinka is really. I mean, they are ready to take you through all the journey. I mean, to support you to make your dream come true. And you know what happened? Fortunately for me, by the special grace of God, studying in France today, now after my studies in the same school and college that I came, I'm also working in the same school as a lecturer and also the manager of international aspects in the same schools. I mean, it means it's a great privilege coming to France. I mean, Astolink really saw that there was a potential for me here. So briefly, because I'm in academic, I will share only just 3 things with you that will help you, or just if in case you are interested to come to France because of our time. I mean, in France, I will just share the first one with you. That is, there is something that we call CAF grant. I mean, it's something that aids students in terms of accommodation. I mean, mostly you are eligible as a student to get about 40 to 50%, I mean, money from the government to support your payment of your rent as a student. So far as you are on student permit, you're eligible for that grant. You also have access to free healthcare. I mean, there is something that we also call CRUISE, that in case that you are not working as a student and you can prove beyond doubt that you don't have any money, they can always come to your aid to support you. You also have 1 year after school, you have 1 year post stay back. I mean, to look to integrate or look for work. I mean, you also have the chance to create your own business in France. I mean, it can also help you to change your status after school when you are in your post stay back period. And I mean, it's very good journey that you can take it from there. In terms of cost of living, I know France is one of the European countries that in terms of cost of living is very good. In terms of integration, you know, France is made up of a lot of Black people. So, I mean, you wouldn't face so much of racism. You feel so much welcome in the environment everywhere. You are so much welcome anyway. In terms of part-time work, you're eligible to work 20 hours as a student within the week. But if you're on vacation, you can work unlimited hours. So you can. And also when you obtain a master's degree from France, I mean a master's, a PhD, after 4 years, you qualify to also apply for a naturalization. If you want to really naturalize, I mean, your degree will it will give you another step ahead. I mean, instead of others waiting for 10 years, 7 years, I mean, after 4 years, you qualify. If you have a degree, you qualify. And also, even if you don't want to naturalize, you also qualify to have a permanent residence after you have a degree program in France. So basically, it's very interesting journey. You also have another experience to learn a second language as French. I mean, I came to France with only English, but now I am bilingual. I can speak French, and I feel so much proud of that because, I mean, it has also given me another exposure to build up my language skills and also speaking another language. So because of time, I think we're going to end it here. And in case of any information, I think I will be with Astolinks, and you can always contact for more information. Yeah.
Oh, this is incredible. After 4 years, if you have a PhD, you can apply for permanent resident. This is
Exactly.
This
Exactly.
is fantastic. Even though I've been
Yeah.
sending students to France, I didn't know this. Thank you. I
Yes.
think Redeemer, you have to educate us. You do another training for we the Asterlings. Thank you so much.
Yes. You're always welcome, Mr. Richard.
Thank you so much. So,
Okay.
folks, if you're here, so Redeemer right now, if somebody want to come and do masters in France now, so you thought that I know the CAF discount issue. If you're a student in France, you can get discount on your accommodation. This is incredible. And you also spoke about something. Beneficial if you are studying in France.
Yeah, we have something that
so
we
after
call
your
the
PhD, you
TUS.
can.
Yeah.
Is it PhD if you have studied? If you studied for 4 years?
Yes. So after you finish with your master's degree, even your master's degree, normally if you take 2 years to do your master's degree, maybe after that you still have 1 year post-study back, so we're making it 3 years. So after 3 years, if you have the chance to find work, or you can even you can even create your own auto-entrepreneur. We call that in France as like sole proprietorship business. And you can use that to change your status. I mean, either you have a permanent work or you have your own business, you can use that to change your status. So before that, I think you'll be about 3 years to 4 years now. So I mean, you'll be heading towards the 4 years. So when you already have work doing and you're already 4 years, you can apply for the naturalization, or you can apply for even permanent residence if you think you prefer that one. Yeah.
This is incredible. Please keep on. I'll get back to you. Thank you so much. Okay. So guys, if you want to study abroad, don't neglect France. There's something beneficial about this. And I remember where Redeemer used to work in Ghana, came to me, and he went to France. Finally, I had the opportunity to meet him. And 2 wonderful people that we sent to France. You know, Charles came back to Ghana to work with Astolins as an accountant.
Yes, and
he's
Charles,
back to France.
have been contacting me so much. Well, I've been talking to Charles a lot, and recently he told me he had a new work now after returning back from France, and I was very happy because I was trying to bring him even to my school here to teach here, but finally he finds something doing. And you know, guys, in France, I mean, if you really want to go into the academic journey after your PhD, they would need more English teachers. I mean, especially in the sector of private institutions, they need more English teachers, and it really pays. So that is also one thing, I mean, I can also tell you, I mean, if you are interested. Yeah. So it's very good.
So Redeemer went to study. He applied for Canada visa, got rejected. He never gave up and said, we look for an alternative for him for
Yes, I remember.
I remember life in France.
You
and the beauty is he has been intentional. Yeah. And he's been intentional. And the beauty is he has learned how to speak the French language. And that is something very incredible. I will come back to you again. Please hold on. Let's quickly, before I come to Eric and Co. So I have something for you to share here. Redeemer, if you don't mind, you put off your camera. He said, required document, proof of, people need proof of funds. If you're going to study abroad, you need proof of funds. If you, employment documents, you may need employment document, educational document, your passport. You may have to do medicals. If you are married, you may need to provide marriage certificate, then statement of purpose. Why do you want to study in the country? Look at the high in-demand programs. A lot of people, I want to advise you, you don't just get up to say you are going to travel to study abroad. Check the course you are going to study. It's very important now. High in-demand programs. When you look at business courses, if you go to Canada, it is not every business course that when you finish now, they will give you work permit. Do you know the courses that, business courses that will give you opportunity? Creative and digital economy. Do you know which aspect of that field that is in high in demand? You need to know. People just go online, apply. If you go to any other agency, all that they do is they just apply any course. We at Astolin say, no, we need to make sure that we find a school and a course that is high in demand for you. When we look at, if you have done engineering and applied sciences, which aspect of engineering is high in demand in France or New Zealand or Australia or Canada or US or UK, or you just want to study any course, IT and computer science, which aspect? You don't choose any course, health courses, and then sustainable environmental build or whatever. What are the courses that are in high demand? People are saying that, oh, I want to travel abroad, but what are the courses? I want to tell you this. At the age of 24 years, I got a job in UK as a science teacher, earning about 2,600 to 3,000 pounds. Not because I was special or I was better than my peers, because I had the opportunity to study the right course that was high in demand. The state needed me. And up to now, there are still courses when you do, you'll be needed everywhere, every city, every town, village, you'll be needed. I know when I was once in a flight, there was a medical challenge with one of the passengers, and they had to call for a medical doctor or a nurse or a pharmacist. I'm telling you. And that nurse, even though he was in a flight, he was paid to take care of this passenger whilst in the flight. This is incredible. What is your profession? What course are you looking forward to study? Or you just want to study any course? No, you must be intentional about the type of course you wish to study, and that will give you a competitive average cost of study. In all the countries that we have promoted, you have to look at the average cost of study. You cannot forgo it. And the average of cost study, you need about $10,000 average in terms of tuition fees and living expenses, your visa fee, your insurance, and all other miscellaneous expenses. May averagely, it could be less than this, it could be higher than this, but on the average, you need about $10,000. We have gotten to a point where we call diagnosis. If you're interested, you want to study abroad. You are interested, you want to study abroad. You want us to link your consultant. You want us to help you to, one, apply to the right school for you, the right course for you. You want us to be the one to support you, so be reviewing them as consultant and making sure that we apply to the right school, the right course, and supporting to make sure that wherever you wish, we can put you there to go to school for your dreams to be realized. That's what the point we have reached now. But until I speak to you, I'll give Eric the opportunity, the next guest, to talk to you about his experience, and then before I come, and the person here is Brother Rexford Edubuahin. Rexford has two stories: his studies in UK and his experience with agency and UK immigration. If you don't get the right advice, what are the pitfalls? So Rexford has something very unique to always share. Somebody a first-class student who went to study, and unfortunately, when he got to the airport, he was asked to return back to Ghana, met me, and by the grace of God, we helped him to secure 50% scholarship to go to University of Liverpool. Today, he has graduated, working and living in the UK, has a work permit. He will tell you his story. The reason why I always bring Rexford is that he has a very unique story to tell, and I'm here to let him tell you about his experience in UK. Then after I will look at Eric. Eric was my first student I sent to Canada, and so I have a special feeling and special for him. Both these two gentlemen will tell you about the experience, and then we take it from there. So Rexford, please, the platform is open. Please go ahead and talk to us. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Eric. My name is Rexford Edubuahin, and I've lived all my life, like the life in Ghana, in the Buakwa, Kumasi, went to KSTS and went to University of Education to do accounting. I met Astor Links after the incident, which Sir Rich has already said. I decided to travel abroad, and through a different agency, I got my visa, but I didn't get the required or the needed guidance for me to know what I should do, what I shouldn't do, got in the flight, because I thought the moment I've got my visa, I thought that was all. It means I'm already in the UK. Got to the airport and was told to go back because a document wasn't right. I was sent back, my visa was cancelled, meaning I need to do appeal before maybe the visa might be reinstated. And I was even told that the visas, like, I've been banned for 10 years. That was what some people said. And I was so despondent. I remember talking to Sir Rich, and Sir Rich said, we will try again. I said, they said I've been banned. And he said, no, we will try again. And he guided me. We applied to University of Liverpool. I had 50% scholarship with other Commonwealth scholarships in addition. And here I am now. So I came to University of Liverpool to study MSc FinTech, which is Financial Technology, in 2021, finished in 2022. by God's grace with a distinction. And after I finished, I've worked with one hospital here, Entry University Hospital, as complex discharge administrator. And I'm currently working as MDT coordinator, which is just like a project coordinator for Liverpool Hospital. That's my current job. And after school too, as one of the benefits of studying here is, though I'm working with the hospital, I'm being paid. I've had the opportunity, I was telling Sir Rich recently, I've had the opportunity to also do data analysis, which is level 4, and I've got the chance to still continue. I just finished that one in December, and I paid nothing for it. It's worth £18,000. I paid nothing for it. And as part of the course, I was given, because I was doing lots of projects on the course with regards to my work, and I was given the opportunity to do presentation in audit meeting, which involved a lot of senior members, which, to be honest, I'm nowhere near them. And they've loved what I've done. And some of them were like, oh, we thought you were that quiet. We didn't know you could present, because sometimes they see us and they thought we know nothing. But coming to study here is one of the opportunities. So if you study in the UK, sometimes in Ghana, you need protocol to get good jobs. You need protocol to find your way through. You don't need protocol here. The protocol you need is you, it's your head, it's how resilient you are. You don't have to give up. You have to build yourself. So coming to study here has really helped me. Number one is my attitude towards work. Don't do that, you've got no option. It builds you up. So it's really helped me to be independent, and it's built my confidence, because that is the only option you've got to survive. And one thing, studying abroad, every country, and specifically UK, you have to learn how to read, because there are a lot of opportunities, but no one, because people don't have time here to be telling you that. And people don't really sell that to you. Like in Ghana, someone will say, let me lead you here, then you pay the person something low. You have to find the information. So if you are preparing to travel, you have to read, you have to research. And one thing that has really helped me coming to study here is building my cultural tolerance and cultural intelligence, because there are a lot of people here. I don't know whether it's the same with other countries. It's like, you can, in a day, you can meet like 10 people from 10 different countries. So it builds your cultural tolerance. You get to know a lot of people. I think sometimes when you are in Ghana, excuse me to say, your thinking capacity or tolerance is a bit limited, just because you've only known Ghanaian culture, you've only known people from Ghana, and they are the only people you meet. But when you come here, when you are speaking, when you are saying something, you become so mindful, because if care is not taken, you are going to hurt or offend someone. So coming to study here has built my cultural tolerance. And if you study in the UK too, you become a problem solver. So if you are preparing to come and study here, you have to start now, be a problem solver. And if you are someone that likes food, UK, you get any Ghanaian food here. But I've written down a few points here, things I wish I knew before I came to study here. Number one is try to get your international driving license, because most jobs, I almost got a good job recently, but I've been so lazy. Though I've been doing courses, studying academically, I've not got my license yet, and I didn't get that. Another thing is build your typing skills, especially if you aspire to work in the office, because typing is something easier for the whites, but maybe most Ghanaians, because we were not brought up with computer in our hands, typing becomes a bit difficult. So build that typing skills, build a correct CV, and also your LinkedIn profile. And also, Sir Rich has talked about that. Have a plan. You are here today. You are listening to all the stories. You have to get a plan. Don't just stand up and say, I want to study in this country. Why? Because my brother is there, because my sister is there, or because the school fees or the tuition is quite cheaper. No, have a plan. So the plan is, what talents do you have? What skills do you have? What did you study? And what is the gap. What gap have you identified that you can put yourself in that gap and you can make it through that way? Right now, maybe I'm telling you, I'm in the University Hospital of Liverpool working. If you are coming to Liverpool, don't say, oh, I want to do the same job. Yes, you can say that. You can say all those who have talked, some are teachers, some are working. You can say you want to do that, but no, sometimes we are all unique. You might have something I don't have. So you might have a skill or a talent in Ghana that is really unique. Build that and get a recognizable qualification for that, even in Ghana before stepping here, because you don't know how you will make it. Something little can make you big. So build that and have a plan, which course you want to study. As Rich will take you through a lot of the courses, and he demonstrated one with a chart. So right now, AI, technology, everything is that is ruling. So even if you studied accounting, you want to do accounting, try and find a course related to accounting that is a bit of technology. Don't go direct, and don't not always look at the tuition. The tuition, the school you will finish within 1 year, there are so many years ahead of you, and that's the moment. If you don't take care, you're going to be tormented. It's easy here. It's easy to make life here. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. It's easy. It's easier than Ghana, but it can be complicated. Why? Because you know no one. You are here on your own, and even if you know someone, what protocol? Because people here don't do so much with protocol. It's you. Everything is you. So you've got to build your skills. Sarich, don't know whether you want me to add something else.
1 hour, 18 minutes. So I'll come back to you, Rexford, for a final word.
All right.
So before I'll come back to everybody, and then Eric, please, let's look at this. Somebody is asking me, how much is Astolins charging, blah, 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 and all that. How much is Astolins charging students to support them to make sure that at the end of the day, we help them to study abroad? The thing is this, we are always ready to, our prices are very, very competitive, and we always want to make sure that we support you as a student to ensure that you get to the destination and be able to pursue the course of your choice. It is not just about we want money, but even though we want money, our focus is always helping the student to ensure that the student get the best advice. It is advice that you get that will determine how successful you will be. All the wonderful people we have here have unique stories to share with you. And you can look at that of our brother, what my brother just shared with you. You see, that in as much as you have your own money to study abroad, you may have your own money to study abroad, you have your qualifications, you have your network and whatever. You need a good advisor, a good immigration advisor, a good lawyer, a good consultant to be able to advise you. And this is what we have been doing the past few years. And all these people, we didn't do it for them for free. They paid us. Some of them even paid us a lot of money. Today, I'm running a very fantastic promotion. The promotion is that wherever you want to go, our service fee is just 2,000 cedis. If you choose to go to US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Germany, France, Sweden, wherever, I don't know, UK, our service fee, we have this is a promotion. We will close this promotion by 6 o'clock p.m. If you are interested, we have just started the new year. You want to study in any of the countries, we are not going to charge you $500, $1,000, $2,000. We will give you the advice. We'll do the application for admission to make sure you get admission and your visa, where you have to apply for scholarship. We are going to do everything for you and support you. Our service fee is just 2,000 Ghana cedis. 2,000 cedis. It's a promotion. And this promotion will end just 6 o'clock. If you're interested and you want to sign up, you want to go April, May this year, September this year, or January 2027, we can still start the process for you now. Our service fee is 2,000 cedis. Now, to get this offer, you need to pay a deposit of 300 Ghana cedis. What is this 300 cedis meant for? It is for us to be able to talk to you, understand your profile, your migration history, your financial history. After speaking to you, if you are okay, then we continue the process. You pay the 1,700. If you are not okay, this is 300 is gone. So it's 300 Ghana cedis. It's what you have to, which is like 20 pounds or less than $30. So if you want to speak to any of our counselors, Abigail, you're also on here. I'll let Abigail talk. Abigail for Canada. Abigail has a fantastic story. I didn't know you were joining. So I think Abigail has also joined. Enoch, Abigail, and Flora, they are all here. I have to let them speak before they go. So please, Enoch, look for Abigail and Flora. Abigail in Canada and Flora also in Ireland. They have to speak to. If you're an Astolins, and then Mavis was not. I think Stephanie couldn't talk, so we will have to add Stephanie also to talk about her experience in Germany. So guys, if you're interested, all these people will tell you how much they pay to Astolins before we're able to provide them the service. And we have discounted it because we are doing a promotion. If you come to us for Australia, you pay 10,000 cedis. If you come to Canada, you pay 10,000. New Zealand, everywhere, we have UK is 4,000 Ghana cedis. But we are saying that we are running a promotion, irrespective of the country you want to go. Our service fee is 2,000. Only pay 300 cedis as a promotional money to benefit from this package. How are you going to pay it? You send the money to our Momo number 0244502752 and use your telephone number as reference so that we can call you. If you don't use your telephone number as a reference, we will not be able to call. I'm sure Abigail became my client through this same platform. So Abigail is going to talk to you. She became my client. She also joined a Zoom session like this and became my client. So, and today Abigail has graduated from, I think, Saul College in Canada, and she lives in Canada now. So if you're interested to become our client and you want to benefit from our rich service, our experience, my 20 years experience, I'm an immigration advisor in UK. If you're interested to benefit from my rich advisory, so far as studying abroad is concerned, please, I'm not here to do connection. I don't do connection. I'm here to guide you, making sure that you make the right choices, the right school, the right courses. Please do not hesitate to let us know. You can book appointment, pay Momo the 300 cedis to our mobile number, and use your telephone number as reference. It is only through this that we can call you. If you don't use your telephone number, we can't call you. We've got 30 minutes. As soon as the meeting comes to an end, we are done with it. And only those who pay will be the one to benefit from the service. So let's look at our wonderful brother Eric Eduyebua. I still have a solid relationship with Eric. Eric is currently, I know he went to Kumasi Academy and from there went to KNUST to do publishing studies, fantastic student. And from there went to Sheridan College to do pre-nursing because he's not a science student. And from there, fantastic student, became one of the best students, went to Trent, one of the fantastic universities in Ontario, Trent University, to do nursing. And today, Eric lives in Winnipeg and Canada with his wife and children. Eric, the platform is open. I hope you are keeping well. It's early also in Manitoba. Tell us your experience. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get into this. Okay. Hello.
We can hear you and see you.
Oh, and you can see me too. Okay. My name is Eric. Sir Rich already told you guys about who I am and a little bit of my educational background. Yes, I came in to Sheridan College, Brampton, Davis campus. That was way back in 2012. Like he said, I think I'm probably the very first student he sent here. And I think back then he had started, he had just started working as a consultant. The initial plan was to go to Australia. We tried several times, it didn't work out. Lo and behold, he tried Canada and things went very well. I came in to do accounting, actually, because I did business in high school, Kumasi Academy. That was 2002 to 2005. But then when I got here, things changed, and that is the beauty of this country and the education system. Unfortunately, things have changed though from that time till now. So I changed my program, did pre-health and Sheridan College, mastered it so well, thank goodness. And then from Sheridan College, went to Trent University, did the nursing, the degree nursing actually, mastered that as well. And so by 2015 December, now because I had a degree back home, I was able to enroll into their fast track program. So it's the compressed stream of nursing. So within 28 months non-stop, I finished. And then by February 2016, I wrote my NCLEX and of course passed that with one sitting. I got a job right away. I moved from Ontario to Manitoba because right after school, I wanted a full-time job right away, right? This is this is the Kumasiano. I need money. And so I wasn't getting the full-time job in Ontario. Back then it was more casual and part-time, but I needed money. So I got interviews on phone. Some of them were via Zoom. I applied to about 6 hospitals here in Winnipeg, and pretty much I got offer from all of them. So I moved to Winnipeg in 2016, January. Of course, it was freaking cold. But I've been here since, and to be honest with you, things have been very, very good. I was back home, Sir Rich. When I came home the last time, I spoke to you, a little bit about business and stuff. And so, God being so good, I registered my business here, and things are going so far, so good. So, thank you for the inspiration, and thanks again for that, bond we do share. Now, Canada, I think it's the right place to be, despite all the changes that are going on now. As I speak to you now, a little bit on the changes. Just this week, we had information that one of the institutions in Manitoba here called MIT, which is the Manitoba Institute of Trades and Technology, that, like a polytechnic, is closing down. And why are they closing down? They are closing down because their revenue from international students it has gone down dramatically. Drastically, it has really gone down. And so now they are shipping their students to Red River College. And that tells you the changes that have gone on since. They've cut down on the number of international students. Back then, when I came in as an international student coming in, you didn't need any attestation letter, any letter from the province, but now you do, aside all the other documents that still remain the same. So that being said, it is the more reason why you need a reputable agency, somebody who knows what he or she is doing to guide you through the process. So despite the cut down, there are still students coming. We still get students coming day in and day out. So it is at the time where you really need somebody who knows exactly what he's doing to guide you through this so that you will make it. About work, yes, it still remains the same, the 20 hours, part-time. And then, of course, when it's vacation, you get to work full-time and all of that. There are jobs, yes, people day in, day out. Maybe if you go on TikTok and all these other social media platforms, you hear or see people complaining that they don't have jobs, they can't get jobs, part-time jobs here and there. People who have even completed school and they still can't get jobs. I think the reason is, one, your location. To be honest and sincere with you, there are even people in the healthcare, nurses in other provinces who are even crying for jobs. But I tell you, I sit here in my province, in my city, and all I have to do is just pick my phone, call, and that's it. Let's work. So yes, there's still a job. It's just that you need to move. You need to, find where these jobs are. Move. Don't be too comfortable where you are right now. Safety. I mean, there are issues everywhere, right? Even in Ghana, there are certain places that, probably might not be deemed too safe. But comparatively, I think Canada is fairly safe country, to be with. There are a few issues here and there. I remember somewhere last year there was a bystander in Ontario. I don't know whether it was Toronto or somewhere that got shot, this young girl. But that being said, it does not mean that the place is not safe. This place, this country, Canada, is safe. The pathway to permanent resident citizenship. Now, when I finished my program, I got my postgraduate work permit, 3 years. I started working with that. 1 year afterwards, I applied through the provincial nomination program. I also signed up I created an account for the express entry. And I was so fortunate that I got nominated by the province, and then the express entry too. I also got huge points. I got a higher number of points that got me nominated for my PR. So I got my PR, I think somewhere, 2018, 2019, thereabout. And then a few years ago, I got my citizenship. So yes, I do hold Canadian passport right now. And of course, I also do hold my Ghanaian passport. Just so you know, when I finished my nursing program, I was still owing Trent, Sir Rich. I was still owing the school about $8,000. Again, that is how flexible this place can be. So I was the type, if you should go to Trent right now, go to the International Students Office, they probably will know me because they will be able to tell you my story. At the start of every academic year, I'll have to go there, literally cry on my knees that, listen, I don't have the fees right now. But then I go there with my transcript printed and show them, listen, this is how good I'm doing right now, but I don't have the tuition right now. I'm not saying I won't pay, I will pay, but I just don't have it right now. So please help me register. Okay, you all bring $500, we register you, then now bring $500, they register me. So by the time I finished, I was still owing. So my first job, I think within maybe 2-3 months, I got my pay, they pay me bi-weekly here, and I was able to settle everything. So why am I saying this? I think for some of you guys on now, you don't have to break bank to be able to make this happen. You don't have to have everything to be able to make this happen. Just know the right person, which I think in this case is Rich and his people. Get into the program, come here, and things will work out. If you are to come to Manitoba, some of us are here and we will be willing to welcome you. I do not live far off from the University of Manitoba because my wife drives there now. She's doing her NP program. And so I don't live far off, and I do have, access to accommodation and stuff. So some of us are here to help you integrate, help you find job, assist you in whichever way possible, just because you're associated with Astolinks International. And so, yes, I will be around. If you need access to me, my contact whatsoever, get in touch with Astolinks. You'll be able to contact me. But yes, Canada is safe. Tuition here depends on where you are. Obviously, nursing degree in Trent University in Ontario, Peterborough, will cost you a lot compared to that of Brandon, university or university somewhere in Newfoundland. So yes, don't let people deceive you. Yes, Canada is a bit expensive, but it varies. Thank you.
Canada is a bit expensive, but it varies. Thank you, Eric. Yes, so Eric is a Canadian citizen through international education. This is incredible. When people are paying connection money to do it, If you have the certificate, don't go and pay money to a connection man. Let me tell you, if you have a certificate, don't go and pay money to a connection man that connection man should collect your money and help you to get a visit visa so that you go to Abuchiri and go and tell them that you are a gay or you are a lesbian, LGBT. I don't see why you have a degree, you have a qualification. Then you are paying somebody who doesn't even have a certificate to help you to get a visa. Then you enter Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand, wherever, and then you go and seek asylum and say you are a gay. When that $10,000, you can use it to go and say, I don't understand. People are here. Instead of you to go through the process, you don't want that process. You want somebody who can collect your money and go and do connection for you. A lady came to my office this afternoon and told me that an agent took her 50,000 cedis. This is a nurse who has a 3-year diploma in nursing, and somebody took her 50,000 3 years ago and be telling her, I'll take you to Canada. I'll take it for 3 years. That 50,000 3 years ago could have taken this girl to Canada to go and study a program and get work permit by now. But the guy, and she can't go to Canada until 5 years' time. So you see the implications. So I don't see why you are a young graduate, you have a degree, you have some money, you want to do connection. I don't understand. Well, some people are asking me, the 300 is part of the 2,000. So if you pay the 300, after talking to us, if we are progressing, you don't have to pay 2,000, you pay 1,700. And the name is not Astolins. It's either Astolins International or Richard Esumi. That is the name. So if it's coming Richard Esumi, please do not hesitate to, don't be worried about it. Go ahead and make payment and let's book appointment with you. We have over 200 people who have joined us today, but 250 people. We cannot invite everybody to our office and say we are doing free. So if you're interested, you book appointment with us. And that appointment is 300 cedis. Our physical appointment is 500 cedis. We are going to talk to you on Zoom. If you're interested, after 6 p.m. today, if you come and you want us to provide you the same service, you pay our normal service. So that is how it is. Thank you. And I have Abigail. Abigail, how are you?
I'm good.
You can, so all those who have, make sure you have used your telephone number as evidence. So Abigail Birago, I didn't know you attended because the other day you told me you were going to be very busy. I didn't want to disturb.
Yeah.
I'm happy that finally you have joined. Abigail, I hope you joined the same platform. I remember.
I did.
So tell them the story. I want Abigail to tell her story. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Hello, everyone. So I joined a Zoom meeting like this about 2 years ago, and I contacted Mr. Richard, and he sent me through the process. But for me, I already have an MPhil, so I was looking at something that will just boost my career in the future, and he was graceful enough to get me a program, healthcare administration, and along the line, my first application, my visa was refused, and we reapplied. But then the class was full, so I had to be sent to another campus. So the first campus was in Sault Ste. Marie. It was picked for strategic purpose because of my age and what I wanted to do. So I was sent to Toronto campus, and it was 2 years. The first program was 1 year. The second program was 2 years. And I had a lot of challenges that I wouldn't have been able to overcome without the help of Astolink. So my visa delayed. No true fault of not through anybody's fault. Immigration delayed my visa. So when my class got full, we picked for fall intake. Then the visa was approved. Just that same week, there was new directive, new immigration updates that made it, if I go for fall, it means I will not have PGWP, that's postgraduate work permit. So Astolink had to work with the school to now bring me to the May intake. So they worked on it, and I got a May intake. So from September, I had to now prepare to come for May. And the journey the journey for me was profitable. I joined through this same medium. I paid just a token, and even for me, I didn't even pay for any admission because it came. Christabel told me it came with the package, and I also had 3,000 scholarship attached to my application. So it was a fruitful venture for me. Then throughout the program, I did healthcare leadership, and I've seen a lot of comments that I'm 42 years, I'm 41 years, I'm 52 years. I'm seeing it in the comments. I was 43 when I came. So age is not a barrier. If you contact Mr. Richard, looking at your background with your qualification, age should not be a barrier for you not to travel. So I'm using my age to tell you that I'm here. I've completed my school, and age was never a barrier. For my program, it had to do with um, professionals. So we had doctors, we have physiotherapists, we have pharmacists, we have us with a public health background. So I have a nursing background, a physician assistantship background, and a public health background. So somebody's asking, which school did I go to? So I went to Jabin Secondary School. I did my nursing at Kumasi NTC. I did my first degree in physician assistantship at Central University. I did my MPhil in epidemiology at the School of Public Health in Legon. Then I came to do my postgraduate certification program here in Canada. So for me, I was entitled to work for 24 hours.
The school in Canada? The school in
So
Canada?
Sault College. So Sault College has 3 branches. The main campus is in Sault Ste. Marie. Then we have a branch in Toronto. Then we have a branch in Brampton. But for this December, my campus is closed. Like what my brother was saying, a lot of international students are not coming in, so the schools are not getting revenue. So for my campus, it's closed. So now I deal directly with the main campus. So for the program, for me, it was very insightful meeting a lot of people from other countries to interact health-wise. I'm always passionate about health. So knowing what other countries go through health. And for my program, it was purely Canadian context. So everything health in Canada. And that was an eye-opener for me. I had to learn a lot. Then for my placement, I didn't want to go the normal route. So I went to talk with the school. I'm like, I want to work in infection prevention and control. I want to have that experience. So the school didn't, where I wanted to do my placement, the school didn't have a placement link at that time with them, but they were able to talk with them, and they were able to draw up a contract with them. So through me, other students now can even go to that place for placement. It was a public office. It wasn't like even a private office. So it wasn't easy, but like for the training that I had, I feel like everything made it easier for me. I had a 3-member panel interview, like a real job, because I'm going to handle sensitive data. I'm going to be given an encrypted laptop with like information, health information on it, agency information on it. And it was a great experience for me. It was a great experience. And with the part-time work, I work in I work in the biggest retirement home in Canada, one of their branches, and I learned so much. I learned so much from the staff, I learned from my supervisors and from the residents. So my interest in career as a leader, my interest in health administration heightened because of that experience, that exposure that I had. And for finances, because initially I had planned for a 1-year program, the second program was a bit of a challenge for me. And that is one thing that I will say that is different from back home in Ghana, because here you have credit cards, you have other resources. And one mistake that a lot of international students come in, they mess up their credit card, they mess up their credit score. And for me, like the opportunity that my brother had, the schools were struggling. They were struggling to make money. So they didn't have flexible payment plan like they used to. Like just pay your money. They have a deadline. If you don't pay, you're going to pay a penalty on it and everything. But I had a financial institution that I went to see with very flexible payment plan with good interest rate that was able to give me something little to top up with my fees. And it was all because I had been in the system, I came through the right route, I had the right documentation, and I had done well with the way I was managing myself. We have a lot of people that have come through various dubious means, through various dubious agents. Yes, you can get here. The getting here, you can get here. But if you survive, that one too is another thing altogether. We've had other people that agents have attached people to them as spouses that they are not aware, that have messed them up and a whole lot. With Astolink, you're not going to get that. Not just me that I come. I have an intern back at work that when I got here, she was like, no, I want to come where you are. Through Astolink. Her process was even amazing. From application to her visa was just like 1 month. It was like the fastest I've seen. And she's also here. She's in school. She's doing a second program. She's doing well. There's another lady too that came through Astolinks, and she's like, we are just like a small family here. We are just sharing information. We are just being there for each other. So it's like a community. It's like a community. It's like a family that fortunately through Astolinks that we've been able to build here. It's all about coming through the right system. That's all that I would say. Don't think about the money, because I have people that have come through other agencies and the kind of money that they are paying, it's just crazy. But for me, I think what I paid, even compared to application fee, I've already done schools in UK. I applied for 3 schools, and if I look at the application fee that I applied for the 3 schools, it wasn't even up to even how much I paid for Astolinks. But Astolinks, at least you are assured of your admission. If you have the right documentation, if you have the right certification, it's like, hey, you have a first degree, you want to go and do your master's, you qualify for that program. Astolinks will make sure that you are getting a good school for the program that your qualification warrants you to get. There is no fraudulent documentation. Let me come to that, because I think from our part of the world, we are all looking at connection. There is nothing like connection. Come genuinely, and genuine services will be provided to you. It's been a great experience, I won't lie. Like my brother was also saying, if I knew, I would have taken my driving license seriously, because when I came, I was just focused on just finishing school, getting because I do 4 days in school, then the 3 days I go to work. So I didn't have time for any extra activities. Even if I wanted to make time, I would have made time. But the point is, I neglected the driving aspect. And right after my internship, I was given a full-time position, very good salary. But the requirement came with having an international driver's license, and I lost that position because of that. Though currently I'm working, it's taught me a great lesson that there are bigger and better things out there, but you just have to do the right thing. I finished school just this December. I finished school. My certificate, my letter of completion came on the 22nd of December. I applied for my postgraduate work permit on the 24th of December. By 29th of December, my letter of authorization to work was in. So you see how smooth the whole process is if you come through, or if you have the right documentation to be in this country. Another thing is, I had to do an extension, because my first program was 1 year and this one was 2 years. I had to do an extension, and that took days. It took virtually like 5 days from the application, from the application to the approval of my study permit extension. It took days. So it's very important that when you hear people saying that, we are having this challenge, or this is delaying, like Mr. Richard said, a lot of delays are because they are not telling you the truth. You are delaying so much, it means there's something wrong somewhere, but not with what I have gone through. I have gone through very smooth experience. At the airport, I was asked no question. I had no question. I just greeted. They asked for my name. The next moment, they asked for my passport. The next moment, my study permit was given to me. Even if I had gone through any questions, I was prepared enough to go through that. So having the right guidance, the right support is very important. And I don't think it's just those of us here and my other two sisters that are from Astoling. There are a lot of people that are here. But like I said, I thank Christabel so much. She's been very helpful. And with Astoling, it's not like you're just going to go to school and they're just going to leave you behind. You can contact them anytime. I'm contacted Christabel almost virtually on anything. I'm asking her if somebody's needing information. I'm asking her if she doesn't have the information, she's giving me the right person to contact for that information. So you are not left behind just because you've entered Canada or you entered UK or any other country. They follow you, and whatever that you need, it's given to you. So that has been my most wonderful experience with Astoling. I love the school that I had. I love the program that I've had. I've loved the opportunities that I've had here. And like my other brother said, it's always better than back home, no matter the situation. It's not easy. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's better than back home. Thank you.
But it is better than back home. I like what Abigail is saying. She's 40 when she got admission and visa. So those of you who have issues with age, no problem. You just need a good advice. We need to speak to you. So if you're 40 years, we look at the qualification you already have, your immigration history, your profile, and based on that, it's okay, let's do A, B, C, D for you. You don't just jump and say, let me do this. So there is no age limit, but there are age conditions. We need to look at your background, your profile. For example, if you're 40 years and you don't have a degree, you are not going to do a degree, then they may have an issue about it. Imagine you're 40 years, you're not going to do a bachelor's degree. You only have SSC. What have you been doing the last 20-something years after secondary school? So yes, you are 40 years, you don't have your previous qualification, work experience, and your profile all will matter. And that is why you need a diagnosis. That is why we need to speak to you. So even if you're 40, even if you're 50 years, you are 55 years, and then you have a genuine reason to say, I have a banker, he was 54 years, and he was a bank manager with CBJ. All that we did was that we said, look, he's going to do cybersecurity. He has a master's degree. He doesn't need a master's degree in cybersecurity. He needed a certificate, a professional program that will enable him to acquire the skills and knowledge so he could come back home and implement the skills in his workplace. He got a letter from his employers and added it to all the other documents, and we put in the application, and he was granted a visa. Somebody who is even 25 did not get it because of the profile. So always it is about speaking to the consultant. We are not just doing it because we want you to pay money. We want to make sure that we have assessed you, look at your profile, you are eligible. Then we say, go ahead and apply. That is what we do at Astoling. So anyone who has booked appointment with us, what we try to do is to make sure that we talk to you one-on-one. All our team. If you choose Australia person will speak to you. If you choose Canada person will speak to you. At the end of the day, all the people who speak to you understand your finances, your immigration history. There are some of you, even when you book it, after speaking to you, will tell you don't qualify. We will be very honest and tell you don't qualify, or it is country B or C or something different crowd that we are going to tell you. So please take notice of all this. It's really important to us. Ren, let me tell you this. We have last but one. We'll come back to you, Stephanie. I think we have already done 2 hours. Today, it has been incredible, but if you have stayed, I want all the people to talk to you to have. I have Floria Nta. She's a registered midwife from Ghana and went to Ireland. She is in the University of Cork. So if you're a nurse, if you're a midwife, you are asking, Floria is also here to talk to you. Briefly, 2 minutes. Floria, what is your experience so far? It's not been long you went to Ireland. What's your experience and what have you got to tell the people here? Tell us, 2 minutes, quickly. Gabriel Bafu, you have booked an appointment. Unfortunately, you did not use your telephone number. There's Abigail Aja. You also did not use your telephone number. Abigail Aja did not use a number as reference, so we cannot call you. Gabriel Bafo Amwa, you did not use your telephone number. Unfortunately, we cannot call you. So please send your number again to the telephone number you used to pay. Thank you. Gabriel Bafo Amwa and then Abigail Aja. You didn't use your number. So Floria, tell us about your experience in Ireland and why do you think that people should come there? You have been a student in Ghana. You did your diploma and degree in Ghana. You work in a hospital in Ghana. Not long ago, you went to study in the top 50 university in the world to do your MSc nursing. Tell us, you got 50% scholarship also, University College of Cork. So tell us about your experience. She was refused a Canada visa through another agency and came to us. We supported her. They refused again. And then I said, no, you're not going to do this application again. Let's do Ireland for you. And by the grace of God, she got it and she lives in Cork at the moment. Tell us your experience, 2 minutes.
Living in Ireland as a student has been an incredibly valuable. And then aside the studies, I've had a chance to work as a part-time, 20 hours within a week. Then when the term ends, I have the chance to also work for about 40 hours within a week. And aside that, Ireland has actually taught me how to adapt to new environments, respect cultural differences, and then uphold the professional healthcare values. Well, Astrolinks has also really helped me in a way, as you said. And then thank you very much for helping me to be able to achieve my dreams. So after having my postgraduate in nursing, I have 2 years to work, and then I think through the 2 years I will be able to register with the Nurses and Midwifery board in Ireland, and it's a very easy pathway. Yeah, the only thing is if only you have IELTS, you wrote an IELTS and had the required band score, the only thing for you to do is just come after your education, you register with them. And if you didn't get the required band score, when you come, you write either IELTS or OET, then you can register with the Nursing and Midwifery board in Ireland. And I think it's a very easy pathway to be able to practice as either a midwife or as a nurse. Thank you.
Thank you. So Flora is telling you if you're a nurse or a midwife. And so the University College of Cork in Ireland, they offer 50% scholarship for all nurses and midwives who want to study postgraduate nursing in Ireland. So if you have a diploma in nursing or midwifery, if you have a degree in nursing or midwifery, Ireland is one of the countries that offer a fast track process. So even if you have a diploma in nursing or midwifery, do you know that you can study just 1 year and get a degree? All those with diploma in nursing and midwifery can study just 1 year and get a degree in Ireland. So think about it. And if you have a degree in nursing or midwifery, you can go to Ireland and study 1 year. You get 50%. The fee is about 10,000 euros. The entire fee is very, very competitive. And the University College of Cork is among the top 50 or 60 universities offering nursing education in the world. So please have a look at it and you may consider it. The platform is still open. Maybe my last one will go to Stephanie, then I'll ask all the panel to give their final word. Stephanie, you were talking to us about Germany. Germany is the biggest economy in Europe. Tell us your experience having lived in Germany and stayed there. What is your experience in 2 minutes? Quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, so in Germany, I would say that even though they don't speak English, right? I'm in Berlin, and then in Berlin, you'd get most of the people here speaking English. So it's not that difficult to integrate here. And also, the only thing I can say about Germany that is quite of a cultural shock is the fact that their bureaucracy is very high. So you need a lot of patience to be in Germany, like from visa processing to anything, because everything in Germany is by appointment. If you want to open a bank account, you need an appointment. If you want to register your address, you need an appointment. So even though they have the bureaucracy, one thing that Germany has also taught me ever since I came in October is the fact that you have to always be on time, because even for the visa interview, you have to be there like 25 minutes before the set time they give you. For any appointments they give you, they are expecting you to be there 10 minutes before, 20 minutes before, 30 minutes before that. And then it has actually really helped me be able to manage my time very well. And then just as Mavis was saying, in Germany here, with your student visa, you can travel to all the Schengen European countries. With just your student visa, you can go by train, you can go by flights. It depends on you and what you have, like the amount of money you have. And also, when it comes to working as a student, you are allowed to work 20 hours a week during school session, and then after school, like during the vacations, you could work full time. And then after school, unlike all the countries that said, oh, you have just 1 year, in Germany you have 18 months. So you have 1 year, 6 months postgraduate work permit to look for a job in the field of studies. So if you get the job, then you change from the seeking visa or the postgraduate work visa to a working visa. So I feel like Germany has the strongest economy. So if you are working as a student, the pay is quite good, depending on where you're working. And you don't have to, like, even though the language sometimes is a barrier, because if you want to get a better job as a student, some of them would want you to know the language, but the English still counts in some of the jobs that you could get, because I'm currently working as a student and I didn't really need the German proficiency to be able to land this job I'm currently doing. So it's not really a problem like that. So I think Germany is also a very good place, and Asolink is the best consultancy that you can use, because I remember when I was flying from Ghana to Germany, and then I encountered a problem at the airport because my passport number on my visa was more than what was in my passport. So it's like an ID mismatch. I had to call Jeffrey. I was calling Jeffrey back to back to back to back, and he just kept on saying, relax, go to the embassy, talk to them. I'll also try my best and do what I can do from my end. I feel like Axolink was like, if not for Axolink and their help, I would have just broken down and given up at the airports, because I was just there. I was about to board, and they told me, oh, there's a passport number mismatch, and then you can't board. We are sorry, you have to go back home. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do from here? Like, how do I explain to my family that, okay, I'm supposed to fly today and they're telling me I can't fly because this is what is happening? But through the help of Jeffrey and then going back there, talking to them, I was able to sort everything out and I was able to fly on the next available flight. So what I would say is, to anybody that wants to come to Germany, first do your research, to have patience. And then also the money, I know that the money will scare some people, and especially the block accounts, it scares a lot of people. But then the good thing about the block accounts is that you get your money back in a monthly basis thing. So every month they send you an amount of money from that amount of money you put in the bank accounts, which is quite good, because if you come to Germany and you don't even have a job, at least the money you are getting from the block account can help you, it can sustain you depending on um how you spend. So if you are not quite the spender, the amount of money, because the block account pays like around 978 euros, which can pay your rent, can pay your bus tickets every month, and then can even pay your health insurance, and can still get you groceries, and you could still save if you want to. So it's your best bet. Like, it helps you. So even if you don't have money, I know people that they borrow money from people, they do the block account, and then they tell them, oh, I'll start paying you back within the 3rd month. Hopefully, by the 3rd month, they have a job. So after the 3rd month, the block account releases the money, they send part of that money back to pay their loan, and then they have their pay from their work, and then they are using it to support themselves. Some use that to pay their fees. And with Germany too, what I realized is that if you are in a private school and then you are supposed to pay your school fees, you can come to the school and tell them that, oh, I cannot pay the full tuition fee, so I want to pay my fees in installments, and it's done. They will give you an installment plan. Some people pay 500 euros every month. Some people pay 1,000 euros every month, depending on how much you agree with the university that, okay, I can pay this amount of money every month. And going to school here is very flexible. I am doing Masters in International Health Management, and I go to school 1 full week in every month. So in January, I went to school just 1 full week, and next month I have 1 full week, and then I'm done for the semester. So it's as flexible. You can work, you can still go to school, you can follow on your academic work because you are not stressed. Unlike other places, for example, I had my degree in Russia, and then in Russia, I was going to school from Monday to Friday. There was no time to work because you have to focus on school. But in Germany, there's this flexibility. You can travel, you can go to school, you can do anything you want to do. Just stay by the law side, like abide by their rules and regulations, follow whatever that they are saying that follow. This is what they want you to do. Follow it, and then you'll be fine. Just do your research and then come prepared, come with the right documents, as everybody has said. Because if you have the right documents, you wouldn't really struggle and you move freely because you are not scared if a police officer should stop you and say, give me your passport. You know you have the right documents, you know you have the right to be here. Thank you.
This is incredible. Thank you, Stephanie Wanuhiam. I think we have come far. We've done 2 hours plus. People have joined. Thank you. You've been incredible information you have given from your individual countries. Astolin is a global agency because we have countries, we have students from all over the world, all countries. One of the beautiful things we do at Astolin is if you come to us and you cannot afford to go to Germany, Sweden, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, France, wherever, there are other countries we can. Even now, we have scholarship for people who want to go to China, full scholarship, we have it. So there are some people, China will not be, even if you get full scholarship, it's not good for you. If you are married, you have to go to a place, for example, in terms of migration, you can file for your children and your husband or your spouse to join you one day. If you send them to China, it will be difficult for you to integrate. So even if you get full scholarship to go to China, it may not be good. China is good for a young person, a fresh graduate. The family cannot get money to send them to Western world, Canada, US, Australia, Europe, and the rest. But they can start from China. We will show you, we will tell you the truth. Go to China with full scholarship. From there, getting a visa to come to Ireland, US, UK, whatever, it's flexible. So this is what we do at Astolin. We are not just say, come and pay us money. We are interested. We want to speak to you. We want to understand your qualification. We want to understand your profile, your immigration history. If you don't, Astolin is not a company. If you visit us, you have been banned a visa to go to Australia. We will never send you to Australia, New Zealand, or Ireland. You won't get the visa. If you have a ban in New Zealand, Ireland, you can't. So if you have a ban to UK, you can't go to Australia, Canada, New Zealand. They will refuse you. They will ban you, especially if you have a ban in UK. You cannot go to Australia. You cannot go to Ireland. You cannot go to New Zealand. Neither can you go to UK again. So we will not mind you, no matter how much, we will tell you. But if you don't understand the immigration rules, you waste your money there. Ireland will not give you a second chance. Australia, New Zealand, they will not give you a second chance. If one of their sister countries, even Canada, refuse you and ban you, they will not mind you. So don't abuse your chance. Most especially those who have been refused a visa before. You need, even if it is not Astolin, get a good immigration consultant. Go to them. Tell them the truth that this is your circumstances. Let them advise you for the money you are going to pay. So let them advise you, but don't just take things by chance and say, oh, I'm going to study in any country, blah, blah. They will not mind you. And please, any document that you are submitting, make sure that to the best of your knowledge. If you listen to all the speakers, wherever they went to, Because you are involved in the process, you know what document was submitted, and we have prepared you for it. Wherever you go, you are confident you can chest out and be able to say, yes, I can do this, I can do that. So we have come to the end of the program. I want to give 1 minute each to my speakers, and each of these wonderful speakers, wherever they are ready to talk to you, and they are ready to share their experience with you. Some people just sent me a message that they're trying to pay their money, but they are also on their phone. They have joined the Zoom meeting, so we should give them extension. So what I'm going to do now is that I am going to extend. I would like to talk to you personally. I need a person here from you. That is a privilege from Obrimpong. Okay, but Mr. Bigger, for somebody sent me a message all the way from South Africa. So what I'm saying to you now is that I've extended the time to 8:30 p.m. so that those of you who are in an office, those of you who are in a car or whatever using your phone, you can have access to 8:30 p.m. You can still make your payment. All those who have made the payment, please make sure that you have used your telephone number as a reference. Kubire Asuma. Krubire Asuma, please, can you use your telephone number as reference? We cannot call. If you pay the money to us and you don't use your telephone number, I'm sorry to tell you that we cannot call you back. So that is what I've got to tell you. If you have paid and you did not, I said our full service, irrespective of the country you're going, we'll do it for you for free. Just pay 2,000 cedis, book 300 cedis to get an appointment to understand your profile. Somebody is asking maybe Stephanie about how she got the block account. Or there are some information we cannot give you here. We don't know who is on the line. So it's not everything that we can talk about it. That is why we meet you one-on-one. Even some of you have immigration issues, you have some family issues, you have some medical issues. It is during the Zoom meeting we have one-on-one with you, only you. 20 minutes, you can then tell us and we can advise you. So it's not everything that we can tell you. I heard Stephanie said there are people and companies in Germany, they can even put the money in your bank account for you if you're a genuine student, but we cannot discuss all of them here. Book appointment and let us take it from there, and then we'll share the experience with you. So let me start from Eric. Eric, thank you for your time. You guys have stayed more than enough. I'm so grateful to you. I owe you a lot. What is your final word to all prospective clients? We were 250 something. We are left with almost 150. Almost 100 have left us. So what is your final word to anybody who want to study you are in Canada or in study abroad? What's your final word for them?
My final word is be bold and make the first step. And the first step is contacting Astolinks International. It's not easy here, but as my brothers and sisters have said, it's way better than back home. You can only start by making a bold step. Contact Astolinks. Sit down, talk to them about this. No matter how challenging you think your situation is, it will happen. It will happen. And be mindful. Listen, we do have family here. And this, I call it the Astolinks family. And we will be willing, more than willing, to assist you once you get here. So let us know. You make the bold step, contact Astolinks, get to Canada, get to Manitoba, especially Winnipeg, and some of us will be here to help you.
Thank you. Somebody says, if you get to Canada, they are ready to help you. A citizen of Canada said, I'm ready to help you. And one of the key things to make you success is who is talking to you. Iron sharpens iron. The Bible says, run away from the fool because there's nothing on their lips. Run away from a fool, but there's nothing on their lips. Whoever advises you plays a major role in your life. So it is important that you have a sensible, reasonable person. And this is taken from Proverbs 14, verses 7. Stay away from a foolish man. You will gain no knowledge from his speech. Who talks to you, who advises you, who shows you the way is important in your life, more than your qualification. You can have a degree, you can have the visa. But if you get to Canada and somebody tells you that you can go and seek asylum, forget about school, you are doomed. So run away from a fool, associate with the right person. Proverbs 14, verses 7. Please, let me come back to Thank you, Eric, for your time. I really appreciate. Thank you. You know, you are my first student to Canada, so metata o santi. Ubufu mi kura meba baby sa appointment. Se bekasa mami. Rexford, pacho won so saying. Then I'll catch it. Ye no more platforms in on person mutu kwan. A court school. Na so ebi do baby no maba mu. Then I will catch it.
Okay, so first thing is you will never know if you don't try. You never know what is ahead. And remember that we were once in your shoes. We were also once wishing and we were dreaming to be here, but now we are living the dream. So just make a decision, make a plan, and start. One thing I also add is, please, as Sir Rich has already said, do not go through dubious means. Try and go through the right channel through Asterlinks, and whenever you are able to be successful and get to the UK, I'm always available to assist you in whatever you need. Thank you.
Rest ready to help you. He's such a good man. Restford is a good man. Ready to help you. Ready to help you. Great. Redeemer. I'm sorry, brother. I've kept you waiting. Redeemer, if you are here, what have you got to say? Then I will catch it. Will be a person to coin a school abruchri. A connection, a empire bo. A empire bonny, say a bonds and your visa abrucha and I say, then I will catch from. Okay, it seems Redeemer is not part of us. Enti, Sadia meba Abigail so. Abigail. Eye empire bonny a continent. So for now do passport command. Now they anointing where you saw passport so ana.
I know they be brainer, that's what they believe in, but Canada bano and Asa British bano. As much as Anyamina Bibiano. Also we are wafimudie. So like when you go out, then Uduska Ekoma will be for fraudulent processing. I'm telling you, it's not easy, especially those that come here on visitors visa. You don't have a SIN number, you cannot work. You then depend on somebody's documentation to work, which is even very difficult to come back by, and also it comes with its own problems. I know people that are working, but they are not getting money because the monies are going into people's account. If you can come by the education route, it's very good because Canada has a lot of pathways for permanent residency. By virtue of even where you are in Canada, and your pathway makes it it becomes easier. So we are here. I'm in Ontario. If you come and you need any assistance, definitely I know Christabel and the rest, they can link you up with me and we are here to help. I won't advise you to come on visitors visa and promise work permit. These are all scams, especially the caregiver pilot program. It's not open to outsiders. It's for those in Canada. And even for this year, it's been suspended. So if you are there and somebody is promising you work permit on the caregiver pilot program or visitors visa, when you come here, it's a whole lot of issues. Don't come. Come through the right means. If you have your money, you have your documentations, come through an accredited source and see Astrolink. They will help you like they help us. We are here. Everything is going up well for us now. We don't have any issues with immigration. Wherever you want to go, you can go. We're just praying that along the line, we also get our PR and citizenship in the long run. Thank you.
Payment. Check it. Visa oko take it biometric no student visa S na di kan reference number no. Visitor visa AV work permit W. Unima no ma catch said they will tell you that work permit. Meanwhile, there's visitors visa. They will tell you we are getting work permit. They will hide all the documents from you. But when you're going for the biometric, just take. If it is student visa, it will start with S. If it is visitors, it will start with V. If it is work permit, it is W. So please pay attention. Don't pay your school fees through an agent. And for school fees in my agent, T. Send me we now do school fees at Bremen say, me fentry school fees in my there be. My ye be that a trim. And nay, for school fees no why when you admission, what you let na. Or my invoice now how they are call bank. Or card and so now our tria. In case you don't get visa, the money will be refunded back to your own account. This is free advice for you. Don't give your money to the agents. Don't give your money to the agent. Our brother Redeemer is driving, so he's not unable to talk to us. I will come to, I know Adjoa is also going to work. So Jason, what have you got to say?
Yes, so my final words are, trust Astolinks and make the step to contact them to do the process for you. They did the same process for my brother, my younger brother, and he's here as well. Mr. Richard is very credible and very good, and he's always there to listen to you if you need anything. And if you come to Ireland, I'm here as well. We have a couple of them here. Anastasia is here, Roderick is here. So anybody can help you. So yeah.
And Jason said it's a man of simple words. If you get to Ireland, they are there to help you. You don't need a problem crowd. We did it for Jason mother, and I have friends. Jason mother works with Ghana High Commission in Australia. He could have gone to Australia, spoke to the mom, said, let's send them to Ireland. And Madam Betty encouraged me, supported my dream. We sent him there. His junior brother also went, and they both of the two siblings live in Ireland. Their mother is in Australia. I know her personally. So everything is genuine. A high commissioner staff like her wouldn't endorse me to do such a process and believe in me, and I've done it for them. And so I'm happy. If you go to Ireland, they are there to help you. Floria, what's your final word? You are prepared to go to work, so I wouldn't take much of it. What's your final word to anybody who want to come to Ireland? Okay, Floria, you are not coming on board, so I will shift the post to Mavis. Mavis, I'm coming to Sweden, so prepare to meet me. You host me. Mavis, what have you got to say?
So hello.
Yeah.
So my final word is I will say just some few words. Perseverance conquers all. You don't have to give up. I was denied for Canadian visa 3 times, and then by God's grace, I had the opportunity to be in Ireland. So I went to each and everyone not to give up in life. You just have to strive, and then you make it. That's all.
That is it. Floria says she has been refused Canada visa 3 times, and Ireland has accepted her. If A rejects you, B will accept you, and she's in Ireland enjoying 50% scholarship. Mavis, in Sweden, what have you got to say to these wonderful people here?
Well, what I'll say is that don't waste any time. Immigration rules are changing. Everything is changing. And then the world is moving forward. It is not going back, and it is not waiting for you. So make the decision today. Even if you are not financially ready, visit Astolinks. Visit Astolinks. Talk to them, get a plan, and then you know what to do next. Don't waste any time, because time waits for no man. Thank you.
Don't waste. Even if you are not ready, that's a key word. Even if you don't have money, get the information first and wait, prepare for yourself. Get the information first, prepare yourself. Finally, Stephanie, what have you got to tell these wonderful people who came and to join us? Still, we have over 100 people still here.
Yeah. So what I would say is that the first thing is you would have to always have a plan. Like, have a plan. And also, just as Mavis said, don't waste time, because they are changing rules every day. The last time I checked, Germany's visa processing time from Ghana was between 2 to 6 months. Now they've changed it to 6 to 8 months, which is getting longer by the time. So you'd have to always make sure that you are researching more, and then also make sure that you are seek the right information, actually, because you get a lot of people telling you a lot of stuff. You have to know what you are filtering, you have to know what you are taking. And for those that want to come to Germany too, if you need help with your block accounts, you can just tell Jeffrey, or Jeffrey will just give you my number. Don't hesitate to contact me. I would be glad to help you.
He said, if you need any information going to study in German, even block accounts, there are deals. Maybe we a bit my wow. Or say, Shasia Nama Yehunu na onka bibinchiro. My boss, Eric, you're always welcome. You know, this is what we are doing all the time. And see, I want to take this opportunity to thank you, my honorable guest. You have made the program very interactive. You have shared your fantastic experiences, and I'm happy that we are here. I'll continue to engage you as and when we come. This is first general study abroad we have done. We used to do it based on countries to countries. So if we are doing Germany or Sweden, we'll come back to you and we need your input. And please always be there to support. We are grateful to you. If you need any support, anything, as far as Astolins is concerned, we are happy to help you. And our amazing participant, you have stayed with me, Papa. You've stayed with me 2 hours, 30 minutes. This is incredible. We've not done this before. I thought we were just going to close like 1 hour, but you stay with me continuously. I have a special package for you guys. So if you're interested to study, don't worry. All those who are paying now, we'll give you a special treat. All those who have not yet paid and you want to pay, we said that you can pay up to 8:30. So you have exactly 2 hours to do so. And we'll meet you one-on-one and talk to you. As I always say to you, please don't pay money to a connection man. Don't do kululu. Don't try to choose any course or any school. Don't do connection. If you have a degree, diploma, even certificate, never pay money to a connection man, somebody on the street. Don't do business with somebody because you're a church member, because it's just your friend. Go to them, ask information, think about it, do your personal research about what they are telling you. After that, if they are doing application for admission, you give them your document, they do, you get to see the letter yourself, they give you the school details, you send your money to the school, verify the bank account detail, the SWIFT code, everything, send the money to the school, be involved in the application process, get to know how they are filling the form, what details are being captured, what bank documents have been added, your employment, everything. You should think before you react or you act. And then be involved in the process. Read whatever they are giving you. It could be that there may be grammatical errors, mistakes with name, date of birth, passport numbers, and the rest. Be involved in the process, even if a lawyer is doing it for you. They are human beings, they can make a mistake. Once you are involved, you are connected with it, at the end of the day, I can assure you that it will be successful. And finally, I want to tell you, don't just choose a school. Choose a school you can always afford. Even if you can't go to any of these countries we have mentioned, maybe you can go to another country. We have countries like Lithuania, Latvia. Fees are like 3,000 euros. You can start from there. I will always endorse you to go to a country with student visa. Even almighty USA or Canada, I will not encourage you to go there with a visitor's visa for now. You will struggle. Look at what is happening in Minnesota in USA with the ICE. Do you want to be chased out? After you've paid $10,000 to a connection man, when the same $10,000 can send you to somewhere to go to school, you can work part-time and gradually you don't know what God will have for you in future. Why do you abuse your future and destroy your future with a visitor's visa, which doesn't allow you to stay in the country? You become illegal. You are a graduate. Some of you have gotten to married age. You don't waste your time. You have children. If you get a visa and you go and seek asylum in Canada or US or Ireland, it can take you sometimes 10 years. Imagine you have a son who is 4 or 5 years or a child, and they cannot see you for 10 years. How? If you get all the money and your family cannot see you, you may not be able to get closer to your wife or your husband again. What is the value of that? Your mother or your parents may die and you may not even be able to come and say a final word to them. I think it's not good to do that. So always do what is right. Get the right people to advise you and use a student visa to go. No matter what, life will be better with a student visa than going with a visitor's visa. If you are going for holidays and return to your country, I have no problem with it. But going with a student visa, using illegal means, people's passport, people's fake bank statement, fake educational document to travel, you will not survive it. So always use educational means to travel. You can contact Astolins on all social media platforms. We have a beautiful office in Kumasi at the second floor, just head building, opposite the Arc, just from Ahojo roundabout, coming to the Asokwa interchange before you mount it on your left side, or if you are from Amanaga Junction, you see our beautiful office, fantastic, with facilities, fantastic staff, well-organized staff. Our company, we have integrity, and What we say, yes. What we do, we do. We don't promise more than we can deliver. We think about people. We have empathy and care for everybody. So you can go to Accra office located at 4 Popo Street, East Legon in Kumasi. You can see the address here, Takrady. We are there. We have a mighty office in the UK. And we have our global office online, www.astolinks.net. All social media platforms at Astolinks. Please, Astolinks will not do connection or kululu. If anybody were to tell you, send money to their private number, it is fake. Don't do it. All payments are done through our bank account. You can pay through our original Momo account, or you walk into our office, pay into the office, ask for the branch manager or accountant and pay money to them. You don't pay your school fees to any Astolinks staff. Don't pay your school fees to any Astolinks staff. Don't pay your visa fee through any Astolinks staff. Don't pay to anybody. You only pay your visa fee to the visa session, or you pay it online. Don't pay to anybody. If anybody posts an Astolinks staff on TikTok or whatever, and they are demanding that you pay money to their personal account, or they can do business with you shortcut, please don't do it. Always use legitimate means, so that if there's anything, you can come back to us, and we have fantastic package to support even all disgruntled clients. So we are grateful to you for your quality time today. And like I said, if you need any help, any support, do not hesitate. That's my wonderful face. Even though I couldn't show, that's my name, Richard Obiansemi. I founded Astolinks 20 years ago, and this is what I've been doing. If you meet me anywhere, in the airport, wherever, let me know. Let me experience you. I said the time is still 8:30. You can take a screenshot of what I've shared right now, and then when the time is due, you can make payment. God bless you for your time. I pray and I wish above all things that 2026 will be a fruitful year for you and I, that our dream of wherever we want to travel to study, work, and live will come to reality. God bless you for your time. I want to also take the opportunity to tell those who don't have money, those who are not ready, don't give up. Give yourself time and keep trusting the Lord. Keep working very hard, keep saving, keep contacting the right people that will advise you. And I know at his time, or with his time, he will make all things beautiful for you. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you successful. God bless you. I want to take the opportunity once again to thank my IT team, Enoch and your team. Well done for putting this together. Management of Astolinks, and not forgetting my Igbo panelist again, Mr. Boahin. Well done, Eric. God bless you. Stephanie, I'm proud of you. Abigail, it's been wow. Jason, this is fantastic. Eric, it's been insightful. Floria, you've been an amazing person. The information you shared is fantastic. Redeemer, you came in at the right time and you have shared this with me. Mavis, you are a wonderful person. Keep it up. Ajok Mikosan, all the way from New Zealand. You stood in the gap for me, and I'm really grateful. Thank everybody. I thank Stephanie. It's been grateful. I love all of you, and I want to continue the relationship again. God bless you, and please stay blessed. Ciao, 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 ciao. Enoch, you can end the meeting. Thank you. Enoch, you can end the meeting.